want to give a little update. Bro, I'm 166.9 pounds. I know, 167, but I cracked 66 or 66.9, and I ate, bro. Anyways, let's get into what I have to say. Basically, all right. I can't lie, bro. First of all, I haven't traded. This is a July update. It's July 20th. I haven't traded in 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. All right. Because the opportunity just wasn't good. It didn't follow my model, and I'm noticing, like, I guess these are like more macro move plays, but bro, unless I'm really dedicating my time to lower time frame trades and expose myself to 1,000 paper cuts,
speed camera ahead,
I'm not gonna be trading that much. And so that's why obviously I picked up the volume business, which is wholesaling real estate. And now that I picked up a job, I need to hire a VA, right? So I posted the job application. I'm gonna screen a couple people today. I have to do 18 calls today because the weekend was just really hectic. And so I do the 18 calls today, and I'm kind of gonna get that done. Right, I'm gonna get the 18 calls done. I'm gonna make sure I'm hiring the right person. I want to have their voice to be nice. I'm gonna look at their resume, and I'm treating it like a boss, and I'm actually screening them, which is crazy because first off, I'm still cash flow negative, right? But now this is probably one of the last times you're gonna see me doing like a car talk in this car, because I'm about to go and I'm about to I'm about to go and get a different car, right? And so I'm about to get a different car. I'm purchasing my own car. I'm having my own employee now, and I have my 3 months of runway kind of covered for Callus and its wholesale real estate. But kind of having that flow and that runway to really go. And so hiring that new employee about to be insane. All right, I want someone who's cracked and who's willing to grow and ready to work, because they're not gonna be working much, but when you work, right? You're gonna be working 3-4 hours a day max. 3-4 hours a day, but when you're there, you're doing 3-4 hours of work, right? And it's not even intensive work. All you're doing is qualifying. You're not even talking to them, but you're going to have a pipeline to be able to talk to them, close the deals. And as we're doing more deal flow and everything like that, is when I'm going to start to delegate that, because then we're going to have obviously more inbound. We're going to have more we're going to have more qualifications, like more qualified leads for you to go and kind of do that with. And so delegating that task, and then making sure that my cousin is going to be doing the Facebook automation when we close this deal today and scale it into Facebook automation, and putting all that money back to the business, right? Really not paying myself out. I'm just thinking I'm going to put like maybe 100% back into the business, and then I don't have to pay myself out because I'm going to have a job. And so I have a job that's going to help, and I'm doing it like that. And I would have enough money as is right now to go and, splurge on a vacay if I want to, if I need to, which is in a couple days. 2 weeks. And so, purchasing my own car, like a lot of big things are happening, and I'm all cash flow negative, but the fact I'm able to do this and to also become cash flow positive, like I'm about to get my first check of the year. It's crazy, and it's about to be $600. It's about to feel nice, but it's also like it's really low, right? And that's from Walgreens. And then I'm about to go and actually work at Walgreens and grind out Walgreens as well, and grind out those calls and grind out school, and making sure I'm still focused on my physique and focused on trading and focused on my business, and also making sure I'm dedicating adequate time to my relationship and my loved ones. And like it's a lot, but it's getting done, and it's all by the grace of the Lord, right? And obviously He's first and foremost. I'm learning how to pray better. I'm learning how to apply and put applicable scriptures into prayer. I'm gonna download Haven and really have that to help increase the strength of my prayer and make sure it's applicable, because I know you only ask when you pray and you only improve when you pray. And so really praying and allowing God to speak through what he needs to speak through, whether that's in scripture or just in the silent moments like this. And so making sure that, I'm just doing what I need to do adequately and correctly to really go and push forward, right? I want my business kind of automated to where 7 to 10, right? Or 7 to 11 or 8 to 12. It's simple. While I'm at the gym, while I'm trading, while I'm doing anything like that, the business is running. We've sent our 1,500, 1,500 to 2,000 texts for the day. Simple as that, right? It is running. If I want it faster, I do that, but then I pay it for longer, and then I run out of these. Everything just costs more if I want more text a day, right? Qualifying those leads. I'm checking their performance. I'm gonna be checking their performance for like 3 weeks. It's really ever gonna feel automated probably in September when everything's set up, because this is like almost like mid to late July. But once it's like you're set up, you're doing everything you need to do, you're doing the calls, your speed to lead, and I'm just looking over and managing, making sure that your speed to lead and everything just like that is good. You're putting in your reports, I'm reading your reports and checking it with what actually happened. I'm listening and thinking this and that. Okay, you're great. This and that. I'll think about even raises. Like, I want to treat you well, obviously, so I think about raises, this and that. Really making sure that you're good. I really hope my first employee is a one-and-done employee. Obviously, I want that, and then we're gonna think about, once we start doing like a deal to 2 deals a month, immediate acquisitions rep, right? Acquisitions rep, gonna teach us how to close. We're gonna scale into that. Like full blown. It's gonna probably be full blown, like 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, and then I might pay myself out, like once we're doing over 50K a month, I might pay myself out 2K, right? Because that's really all I need. That's payments, that's this, that's that. I'll pay myself out like 2K. Once the business is starting to do like over 80K a month, then I'm gonna start paying myself out small bits, just so that I can start to save up and afford for my own apartment, right? And so we were doing all that cash flowing, and you have that positive cash flow. A lot of it does dry up in around 6 months, but that's fine, because like you can still get deals done if you're doing the volume, right? And so kind of having that and making sure that happens is exactly where I want to be, right? And figuring out those problems, making sure my dispositions is unlocked, making sure my Facebook optimizations unlocked, and we're creating these creatives, especially with AI, optimizing those ads. Like, it sounds like a real business, which I didn't really get from trading, which wasn't an issue because I still do really love trading, but I will say I don't love it as much as I did before. Maybe because real estate is new and this is kind of my baby, but I really do like all the stuff I'm doing, because first off, like, if it stalls, right? Which I kind of miss because trading, like, but I didn't feel like I was also doing much in trading, because while you're inactive, you are still active. Like, you are still working while you're not doing that, because it takes an active, conscious decision to do nothing, right? And over a long period of time, that is a lot. Like, it's very, very unstable in terms of income. Whereas this one, it's like you can kind of project it with the amount of stuff that you're doing, this and that, which also means I believe it has a projected ceiling, but then that's when you scale and you continue to scale, and that's literally all I do is just scale, build my personal brand, scale that as well, right? Like, once stuff starts to become delegated, personal brand, like, what I'm paying myself out is to invest into an editor. I invest into an editor, I'm recording, right? Like, I'm recording everything, having a cool set to my editor. Okay, cool, like, that's done. And then everything else is there. Like, I'm gonna record fitness, I'm gonna record lifestyle, stuff like that. I really, like, I might not be able to learn much, but it's like, hey, I'm 19, or I guess 20, I have my own apartment, I have my own car, I have 2 businesses, or I have 3 businesses, right? Like, all at the age of 20. I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years. I don't have any fancy car. I have a Toyota Corolla, right? And I don't own that. I'm leasing it because I didn't want to have that for that long. It's just what worked for me and my financial situation, to where I believe it put me in the less amount of stress, and I still get something new I know is reliable and wouldn't break down. If I wanted to, I could exit this Corolla and get something way better, right? But I'm being financially smart, financially responsible. Finishing out college, I go to college for free. I go to college for free because I got this big scholarship. And I do real estate. I'm about to do a private credit real estate internship next summer, even though I don't really need to, just to make sure that I'm keeping my scholarship happy, right? If I can do this, why can't you, right? Like that's really what I wanted to do and what I want to build. I didn't move. The reason I didn't move, and I don't want to make it seem like it's holding back or anything, or a person's holding me back or anything, is because my girlfriend and my friends are here, and I have to finish out my degree. I don't have to, but my parents and family would definitely like me to. And if I'm going to school for free and I'm getting a free education, it's almost like, why not? I don't see the harm in having, business finance degree, and just not using it, right? I could have it there for show. Just say I'm a graduate with like 0 debt, all that, right? And then I'll just honestly pick up and move where my girlfriend moves, because she's gonna be working, right? Either that, or I'll do a city or a state near that, and then we would do like a medium distance bit or something like that, where I know I can frequently see her. If all I have to do is just drive down, and I wouldn't care about driving. And so really I really want to get it delegated, have that really optimized, because even one of their students are doing 150K with real estate, and then they have another business where they're doing 150K, right? Once I'm starting to really generate all these positive cash flows from the business, I want to build up a really strong brand. And when I build up that really strong brand, I want that to kind of translate into maybe some sort of product, to do that as well, because I'm trying to think what is right now the highest levered vehicle that will get me from, like, honestly 0 to 50 mil, right? I want development. Honestly, want this to become a family company, so I want us to really get into real estate and buy and holds, and get a whole bunch of sublets and stuff like that, so that we can like really be sitting on a bunch of properties and have that kind of managed out. But until then, what's gonna be like my highest earning lever, right? And then I might build a product business, and that might be a collab with me and my girlfriend. Like, I'm in love with everything that's business, right? Building and everything like that. Excuse me. And so I'm still in the beginning stages, but like having that, making sure that wholesaling ceiling is now turning into like, we have a marketing wholesaling section and division, and then we have a section for this, and then we have a section for that, and we have a section for that, and that goes into our flips and holds, and then that goes into just one massive portfolio, right? What else? I believe that might be pretty much it. That's kind of what it is so far. I feel like I'm in a much better mental state. Like right now, I'm about to go exercise and do my 2 miles, get my chest day in, and then I'm about to invite my girlfriend over, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna get tanned while I finish some work, right? While I call these people, while I close this deal today, while I screen the properties, and then while I do my Walgreens stuff. I mean, yeah, like that's on the agenda for today. It's definitely a nice agenda. Like, I'm ready, and so I'm gonna have all that, and then hopefully, what in turn is like I'm making these cash flows and I'm getting my time back, right? So I'm getting my cash flows, 2-3 hours on the business a day, 2 hours, 3 hours on trading a day. I work out, time with my girlfriend, this and that. I'm really delegating my time, because now once I have that, I'm gonna have an acquisitions rep, and I don't have to worry about acquisitions at all. I don't have to worry about if my acquisition rep is closing. Once he is closing, I mean, I really want to focus. Like, I might even get a mentor or coach for that, and it's like really seeing how involved and disinvolved I should be in the business and all that great stuff. But right now, what is my highest lever of action? Like, well, I'm just motivated. This guy just took, I don't know if you hear that, but I'm at the country club gym, and this guy literally just took the top down off of his AMG GT after a good workout, and now he's about to drive off, and that will be me, right? I see it, touch it, I can feel it. Pause. I can have it. Like, why not? So, there's even people, Tariq, Josh. I've seen Josh has been doing pretty well in training, and I'm happy for him for that. Who else? Gavin overly established. He already went AP, right? Like, all those things I know are coming in due time, and that doesn't matter because as long as I'm doing well for myself, as long as I'm putting God first, as long as I'm continuing to do well, like, I'm happy. So yeah, that's the update. I'm doing a lot better, right? Right now, my highest levels of action is call those people, get them qualified, get them underwritten, close them. Simple as that, right? Get them underwritten, close them. Get this deal, close it, right? Get this deal, close it. After we get this deal and close it, like, reinvest it, right? Find an employee, a VA, hire him. Simple as that. So yeah, that's kind of it. A lot of resumes to screen today. A lot of stuff I have to do. And that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm about to go work out.